Developed by Chinese Game Room, the team behind Dear Esther and Amnesia Machine for Pigs, Everybody's Gone to the Rapture is a visually stunning walking simulator set in the British countryside, with a rolling story that unfolds as you traverse each area. The first thing you'll notice while playing this game is that it's beautiful. It's without a doubt one of the most gorgeous games I've spent my time in. Being set in a village called Yorton in Shropshire, it takes many of its cues from real life. Because the game looks photorealistic, it is complete with thatched cottages with climbing ivy, birds singing and flowers in full bloom. It is utterly peaceful and an immersive experience, and it looks like a lovely place to live. It's like an episode of Escape to the Country. However, there seems to be more disappearances in this village than there is in an entire season of Midsummer Murders. It's the end of the world as you know it, and as you progress through the winding paths, streets and houses, you'll come across memories and shadows which give you an insight into the people who lived there and what they were going through. You will uncover more information about a particular people throughout the game, exploring their stories and what happens to each of them. There are some really poignant moments and it all feels very real. It's not over the top in its execution. It feels realistic, which helps making a connection to the game's characters. The story is revealed in various ways, such as ghostly figures reliving moments, ringing telephone boxes, radios and just simply looking at the world around you. Exploration is a key factor, however it's slightly marred by the fact that you'll come across countless locked doors and areas that are closed off. There was a moment when I came across a lovely looking cottage and I couldn't even snoop around inside. There's only a handful of places you can go in and uncover past happenings, so it does feel a little limiting. Gameplay in Everybody's Gone to the Rapture is a little sparse. You simply walk from place to place and just witness things unfolding. There are no collectibles and you can only interact with doors, gates, TVs, radios and weirdly light switches. Whereas in The Vanishing of Ethan Carter, it at least offered something a little more taxing and engaging. Everybody's Gone to the Rapture is simply a walking simulator and nothing more. On the flip side, it is a relaxing experience. There's no complicated puzzles or anything that will stump your progress, just stories to find and uncover, and it's unlikely you'll find all those story arcs in a single playthrough. However, due to the slow pace of the game, you won't be immediately jumping back in once you finish the story. In terms of end game, there's no way of tracking what stories you've unearthed and you can't replay individual chapters, so you'd have to go through the 6 to 8 hour story again with a fine tooth comb to make sure you don't miss anything. Another thing that should be noticed is that you can move slightly faster by holding R2. This was accidentally left out in error in the control scheme. It's not a sprint or anything, but it's more of a brisk walk. Both visuals and sound are at an incredibly high standard, and as you wander through the village and surrounding areas, you're accompanied by a stunning soundtrack which creates a deep and immersive atmosphere. There are moments in this game that are simply made memorable due to the soundtrack, similar to that game studio's Journey. In fact, I'd go as far as saying that this is Journey's FPS counterpart in terms of the experiences you may have. Yes, it's slower and there's no threat despite it being the end of the world, it just has some incredibly powerful moments that I personally took away from this game. Voice acting is also really good. There's a nice variety of English accents, adding a sense of authenticity to the game. They're not stereotypical, and you get a sense that they are real people who once lived real lives in a real village in a real apocalypse. Overall, Everybody's Gone to the Rapture is an interesting experience. The ending did leave me a little perplexed, and it's never explained as to who or what you are, whether you're a survivor or an entity of some sort. I'm yet to have a better understanding as to whether you're simply more than a witness watching past events. It does make for an interesting game though, and it's something I'd like to see more of in the future. If you're new to games like this, then you may enjoy it, but keep in mind it's a walking simulator. It might not be everyone's cup of tea, there's no combat or conflict to be had, but if you simply want to wander through a stunning environment, hear a beautiful soundtrack and take witness to a very down-to-earth and poignant story with interesting characters, then you should certainly give Everybody's Gone to a Rapture a try.
Hi, this is Kate Collins and Stephen Appleton. Leave a message.
Stephen, it's me. I'm leaving. I've waited as long as I can. If you are there to meet me, I'm leaving for the station now, but I am going anyway, whether you're there or not. But I love you. Please be there. love you.